Do you like my YouTube videos? If you do, please leave a comment and actually click on the like button. And if you want, you can hit subscribe. That way you can stay up to date with all my YouTube videos. Hey, and go ahead and click that bell icon to be notified. Thanks. Take care, guys. Here we go, guys. We're outside. You see the title. We have a new bearded dragon that we've rescued. The back of the car. Oh. Look at this guy. This is our traumatized little friend. Look at his big eye. Now, we did go through a car ride, so obviously there's some stuff going on there. Now, we're outside because it's too dark to film in my garage, and I wanted to film this before because I'm not going to bring him in on this tank. But this little guy, his owners couldn't give him the attention that he needed, and he's a bit traumatized because he was in a house with some large yappy dogs, and they kept barking at him, and they wanted to play. I think the dogs wanted to play. I don't know, but he would get very defensive, and I watched the behavior when he was there. He would open his mouth, very aggressive, defensive, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because it didn't work out. I don't think the owners started from a bad place. They started from a place where, hey, let's get this, and let's have him be part of our family, but you got dogs, and it didn't work. So let's talk about, we've got some time, even though it's cold outside, but we can see his temperatures there. It was in a hot car ride. It's still, it's dropping, but it's 70 Fahrenheit. And this is not the best tank in the world for a bearded dragon. Why? Sand. Our good friend, you're in my sand. And this gets in their ear, in their eyes, in their nose. They eat it. And it leads to a whole plethora of problems. But also, again, how can you clean this sand? If a bearded dragon pees liquid and it goes in there, that's sitting in there forever. Not really the best thing that can happen. And then you can already look. Here's this log that normally sits upright. But here, let's open this up. Get this little bolt out of here. Look at the sand in all of those crevices of this log from the dragon climbing. I mean, there's even some sand on the fake tree. They had a water bowl. I'm sure there's some sand in there. It's just hard to clean. Now, the person, they did say they actually used a solar meter, which is interesting. I see this set up here, which is probably, these are blue bulbs used for nighttime heat. Maybe I have a bag of accessories and we can look through. But the poor little guy is in sand. Not the best setup. Let's take him out. Let's put him into a, we have that larger zoom ed. Let's put him in there and let's see how this little dude does. And then we'll go in depth and we'll also look at the accessories and everything that was in the bag. But let's get him out of here. All right, accessories. Sand. Lots of sand. Bulbs. They must have been using compact fluorescent. Okay, crickets. The traditional stuff. Nothing too fancy. All right, let's transition to him inside. All right, you guys know how I like to do my bearded dragon setups. They're pretty similar, and I keep them all the same. Newspaper down, cave, underneath the big shelf, hammock, UVB and basking, like little log thing. And sometimes when they're younger, a little climbing tree in the front, maybe a wood, I can do whatever. But little dude has been running around like crazy, and then takes a big deuce right there. All right, that means we can do a fecal. We can do a fecal on this little guy and see exactly what's going on there, right? Little dude? And I do want to get that out of there because I don't want him stepping in it. I don't want him licking on it. It's literally a fresh deuce. Let's get that out and then continue this video. All right, now let's look at this guy who I had to pick up, and he was fine. I'm going to pick him up, though. I'm going to put him up here so we can see about him. Look at that behavior. Wide, pancaking out, mad, big, just defensive, scared. That's okay. That's all right. He's been traumatized. He has been traumatized. Come here, little buddy. Whoa. There we go. Oh, geez. Sometimes you forget how fast these guys are as babies. Hey. Hey. So what are we looking at? And sometimes, you guys, you got to do a physical once-over. I know. Has to be done. Because you have to see... Whoa! Jumped and bit at the camera. Whoa! This guy's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. But we got to make sure he's healthy. He needs a physical evaluation. At least he's moving around. I don't want to get bit. It's been a... Gosh, I can't even remember the last time I was bit by a bearded dragon. Because I've not had a psycho for so long. Whoa! And there we go. Bite at the camera again. My goodness. It's not his fault. He was scared. He was picked on. But sometimes we can look at that. We can look at that behavior. And we can watch that behavior to change. But also, what we're seeing here, and this is important to look at, guys. We're looking at all four legs. When he's running, he's not favoring anything. All four legs are moving around. That's great. His tail is moving around. His head, he's moved it left and right, up and down. So we don't see any type of bone damage. And guys, this has to be done because you don't know. This dragon didn't start with me. Sunfire is just going crazy. Probably wants to check him out. This dragon didn't start with me. So I don't know. You have to do a physical evaluation, which sometimes you end up getting bit. Sometimes you cause a little bit of stress. That's okay. You got to get that stressful part down. It's like when you bring him to the vet and the vet is manhandling them, or so the dragon thinks. Hi. Let's go behind. Hi. Can you calm down? What if we see that we're nice and friendly? You can calm down? That's better. Okay. Okay, psycho. Oh. Okay, everything's fine. Didn't like his butt area being... Oh, yes. Doesn't like his butt area being touched at all. Come here. I'm going to snatch you. Snatched. Oh, wow. You're so feisty. Okay. Let's put you up here. Put you... Oh. All right. Ooh, look at that nice with them in the reflection there. Almost like we got two crazy guys. Hi. I need to make sure that you're doing okay. And you're moving fast. Your head's moving. He's a little on the thin side, right? Like if we look at the hip bones, we can see him right there. He's a little bit, look how thin his legs are, a little lack of muscle. Especially the front legs, very thin. Oh my gosh, bit at the camera again. Crazy dude. Probably didn't have a lot of bugs. That's all right. That's where he is. We're going to work on him and we'll get back. Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.